Yes, so good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Henrik Bandrel. I'm an Access CF, Access Certified Facilitator. I work with Access tools since 4 years, and this is a weekly program that we are starting the last week, and today is the second program, and it's a tea time. So in this tea time, we are going to have consciousness conversations. And today we have a very, very special guest, the magician, the incredible Alen Kasumovic. Hello, Alen.
Hi, hello.
How are you?
Great. I'm super excited and can't wait for this to start. And we are. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, and we almost started. We were having a nice conversation just a few seconds before starting this program. So we are so happy, so excited, and there are more people coming and arriving to this call. So yeah, what we are going to create here. So this is a conversation. So we are going to talk easily about
Hello,
our
everybody.
lives.
Hola.
Hola.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Yeah. So Alan, you right now you are in Croatia, right?
Yes. Right now I'm in Croatia. I was born here in Croatia. It's a little town near Zagreb. It's the capital, and I'm living like a 20 minutes from it. And it's very, very warm here. I'm not sure how is it in your countries, but it's pretty warm. It's really spring, and like the trees and are starting to waking up, and it's so beautiful.
Wow, that's so cool. Here also in Spain, it is springtime, but it is sunny, but sometimes also gets quite windy, or during the night it's not that hot. So yeah, but it definitely is the springtime. So we have a lot of sun and beautiful days too. But we have to enjoy it inside our homes almost.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, if we have like I have a balcony, so I can enjoy on my balcony.
Oh,
So that's
that's a
another.
that's a good point. Yeah, at least you can go out to your balcony. Here also, I'm lucky. I have like two terraces, and I can go out. I also go out sometimes. Just I escape myself a little bit. Don't say it too loud. So yeah, we are allowed to go for shopping,
Yes, same
for
here.
buying food and all this. So, but at the same time, we can do other things, as walk a little bit, enjoy the air and the sun. Yeah,
Yes, exactly, exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So, Alan, how long are you working with Access Tools? With the Access Tools?
Yeah, so I've met Access through my mother in 2012 or something like that. So I've been using the tools of Access Consciousness for like almost 8 years. And yeah, it has been like a crazy adventure, and one of the that I could no, not one of the. Come on, Alan. It's definitely the 8 craziest years in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
wow, it was amazing. Like, and also, what is fun? So my mother started like few months before me, and back then I studied at the Fine Arts Academy because I'm an Access Consciousness certified facilitator, as you, Enric. I'm also a body process facilitator, facelift facilitator, creator of my specialty called Making Money by Being Judged, and I'm also an artist. So I graduated at the Fine Arts Academy in Zagreb at the new media department, and I also started painting. So back then, I lived in a dorm room in campus. So here and there for weekends, I would come home for the weekend, and then Sunday evening I would go back to the dorm. And as my mom started one weekend, so I came home, and then she was like, she invited me to try bars for the first time. And back then, which is so, this is amazing. This is like really like, wow. So one facilitator lived right above our flat, you know, and it was like so amazing. And then she asked me, hey, you know, I've learned this thing called bars, and today, I mean, that day, you know, it was Saturday, there is a something that is called Access Bar Swap. So, you know, if you would be interested, would you like to try it? And I was like, okay, yeah, why not? And I went there and I received my first bars. And you know, since it was a swap and I wasn't even a practitioner, so I received bars twice.
Oh, that's very good.
And oh my God, it was like how it like some bubble or something like burst. You know, it was like I don't know how to describe it better, but it was like my space so much expanded. It was like really like somebody put an needle, like do it, and poof, like, wow, what's that? And that's how my adventure with Access started. Also, I gotta say that on that first bar swap, I also heard for the very first time the verbal processing. So facilitator facilitated one person. And, you know, some kind of like, you know, how should we call it? Like a self-work or self-development, self-help, all those kind of stuff were always kind of like a part in one way or another in my life. So, but all of these stuff were very, very slow. And after I heard that facilitation and how much that person changed in less than like, I would even dare to say 5 minutes, I was like, oh my God, I have to know more about this. This is so fun.
Yeah.
And it changed instantly. Like, what? You just ask a question. Okay, so what is this? Or how does it get any better than that? Or what else is possible? And whoa, things are already changing. I'm in. Sign me in.
Yeah, where I have to put my name, where I have to sign.
Yeah, exactly. Where do I sign? Excuse me.
Where I want more of that.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my God. And that's how my adventure started. I started to play with that. And I started to play with that with everything. And
Yeah.
on my university, by studying, painting, and all of that. And by the way, all these paintings, that I don't know how well you can see them, but these are all my work.
Yeah, I can see.
Yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, these are available for sale. Wink, wink.
Cling, cling. Good to know. Good to know. And yeah, maybe some of you didn't get it, but Alen is a painter, mold painter. So he's working with that before Access, and he has many exhibitions and many works and projects. So maybe we can share also your website or somewhere else that we can find your paints. I have your website here.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah arrived. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Good.
Been really busy today, so it sounds like a really good conversation, guys. Yeah,
we are happy you are here. Sarah is part of this tea time, so we were missing you a lot.
Yes, we do. We miss you a lot, Sarah.
We were missing you a lot, and we couldn't wait more.
Yeah,
So.
I didn't mention. Yes, correct. You, as you said, Enrique, I paint with my mouth. So I'm also moving around in a wheelchair. Actually, my body does. I don't. I'm everywhere. But my body moves around in a wheelchair, and I do paint with my mouth. And I also type on my keyboard and on my laptop and my phone with my lips, and it looks like this. It's very funny, and it's pretty fast. Like,
wow, wow, how incredible!
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, it's really fun. Discovering different possibilities with bodies, and
Yeah.
our bodies are all capable of.
Yeah, sure. And that's such a great gift for many people when you are sharing that, when you are creating all these, not only your paintings, also your projects and also your creations with Access. Because
Yes.
yeah, when you are doing Access as a facilitator, you are showing to other people many things. So that's so beautiful and so cool. Each of us, we are bringing to other people our experiences and our acknowledgement and our awareness of everything. So yeah, how lucky is the world that you choose to do that and to talk
Thank
to
you.
people about you and about your things and about how do you live and about how can you create the things in a
Yeah.
wheelchair that many other things are complaining for many things in their lives, and you choose it to create, you choose it to be happy, you are choosing beyond and beyond and more, and that's so
Yeah. And this is like one of my favorite things about Access, like, and as the tagline says, like empowering people to know that they know. Like after all these classes, to see people like that they got more of them, that they are happier, that they now have the tools that they can use in everyday life with regards to anything and everything. This is like really priceless. This is, oh my God, like how did the world get so lucky?
yeah. And how did we got so lucky to meet these tools and these incredible people that are doing this work and this job around the world. I'm so happy for that. I'm really enjoying. And in my case, I choose to do what's funny for me, like a few years ago before finding Access. So when I'm working and creating with Access tools, I'm doing that. I'm just choosing what's fun. I can work a lot because it's fun for me. This is fun.
Yeah,
This is so
exactly.
funny for me. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess for you it's also the same. Maybe it's
Yes,
funny.
it
Yeah,
is.
it
It
is.
is. All that, just everything becomes play. It's really like to, with those tools, I just recently, I had a one Zoom call yesterday and I was like, how about we call those tools toys? Because it's really like, you can really play with them. And you do play with them. I mean, we all do play with them. And like how everything just becomes like so fun and easy.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Sarah has shared your website here in the chat. So if any of you guys would like to check the website, Alan's website, is it here?
Yeah.
It's here in the chat. So I will also share in my screen for a
Thank
while.
you.
Yeah, we will share your website for a while, so we can still talk and have the conversation, and we can have a look. So can you see it now?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my
Alan's
website.
website, yeah. So you, Alan, you can talk about maybe
Yeah, this is
some.
my signature at the beginning.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
yeah, and I saw that you have many things here. Like you have been also, there is a few biography here, and also there is the exhibitions and projects you have been.
Yes, yeah, I've exhibited like all over the world. 3 times in New York City, then once in Miami, which was last December. That was my first time in Miami, but not my work actually get there. I wasn't. I didn't get
Ah, okay.
with my body there, but yeah, it was so amazing. I mean, for the critics and the photos and everything that they sent me, and it was really, really amazing. Then I exhibited several times in Switzerland, in
Wow.
Croatia, in Austria, and one private gallery collectors even purchased one of my works. And also in Croatia, I also got one award. So yeah, there are many things, and yo, this is so funny. I
Yeah.
had to have an exhibition in Barcelona this year in March.
Oh.
So, but Oh my God,
Oh my
exactly.
God! And now,
And it was around that time when, you know, like was Dane's class being new, changing the
Yeah.
world. And around that
yeah,
period, but since all this Corona Shmarona, how they says it, which is hilarious to me, so they postponed it for, I think, June. That so it's still gonna be. It's still gonna be.
oh, good.
And Alan, Gary, talk about the artwork that Gary bought.
Yes, yeah,
Access Consciousness.
yes. So Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, also bought one of my drawings, and it was on a CF class. And you know, Gary, like he just steps into energy, and he knows, like, and it was like, oh, Alan, I would like to buy one of your paintings. You know, that the old guy or something like that. Maybe he saw it somewhere, or somebody showed it, or maybe he didn't. I don't know. Gary is Gary, and yes, he did. He bought one drawing. I could actually show it to you. I would have to find it.
Yeah, sure.
I would have to find it. So let me find. And also Lady Moira Bramley, she also bought one of my paintings. Let me see.
While you are looking for it, I'm showing them some paintings in your
Yes.
website. You can look at the screen. So these are some of the mouth paintings from Alen.
Yes. So it's this one. I found it.
Oh, cool. So
How can I?
yeah, you would like to share the screen too?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so give me a second. Um,
There, this one.
cool. Wow.
And this was also before the Fine Arts Academy. This was in my map for application. This is pencil, A3 format. So it's like 210 millimeters times what? Like, no, something like that. I don't know. It's like A3. Well,
It's like a double A4.
Double A4. Yes, exactly. So it's A4 double. And this
yeah, just to make it. It looks so beautiful.
Yeah. And now it's in the castle in Italy.
Oh, really?
Yes, now
In the
it's there.
castle, Access
in
place,
Gary's castle.
Access
Oh,
World,
God.
Access Castle.
Yes, Agus Castle.
Yeah, like magic, a castle of magic. Yeah. So yeah, how cool is that? So I will share again till we continue our conversation because we can see more of the paintings here. So yeah, how amazing is that? So I would like to ask another question, Alan. You started with the access tools. Your first experiences were during when you were studying your painting career. It was like that, and then after how long? How many time did you start to facilitate or to get interested into being a facilitator?
So that was so back then when I was a student. So I facilitated here and there. I mean, my first, and it still is, the target is like to share those tools that changed and created so much for me and for other people across the world. And I was like, oh my God, I would really like to share that with other people. So, but mostly when I started to actively more facilitate after I graduated. So, because at the Fine Arts Academy, we had to be there all day, every day. So it wasn't very like, you know, now I would like to have a bars class and I'm off for one day from the academy. No.
Yeah. You were already quite busy.
Yes, I was very busy. So I was like, okay, you know what? After I graduate, get all these things done, I'm going. And I did. So I started actively last year, and my first foundation class was in the Netherlands at the end of January, beginning of February. I delivered my first foundation. But before, so on the last final year, I had more space, more time to here and there facilitate something. So I started to facilitate something online sometimes, and then I had like several bars classes in Croatia, and I also had some evening classes. So here I started like a little, but I was like, oh my God, definitely. After first few facilitated classes, I was like, oh my God, I want more, I want more, I want more.
I like that. I like that. I enjoy that.
Yeah,
More.
exactly. I want
Well,
more.
I just stopped it in one picture. This one is special for the program. It's the tea time. So we have here, I don't know, is it a cup of tea?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, cool.
It's a sepia. I don't know how it's translated, but sepia. It's an ink, like a brown ink,
Yeah.
and it has that. What I really love about this brown ink, that it has those purplish kind of bluish tone. You know, after you can see some of the blues here and there, and I love that about it. It's so amazing. I enjoy with this.
Yeah.
It's amazing technique.
Totally.
Really amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
really like that one.
yeah, it's a tea and a teacup and a sugar bowl, or I don't know how it's called.
I'm sure that Sarah also likes that one.
Yeah. This
Isn't
is
it,
special.
Sarah?
People love all his work. It is so easy to just love to be publicist. It's just easy because all his work is the individuals on its own, but there's just so much in each painting. It's just, yeah, I love looking at his work.
Yeah. Yeah, so cool. So yeah, there are some more.
Yes, this is an ink. This is
Yeah.
also ink. I like it. It's also A3, or no, it's a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And portrait of my friend in pencil.
Wow.
This one, yes. And the next one is a kingfisher.
Yeah, a kingfisher.
And also, I have also another website which is with products. So there are different products like T-shirts and stuff with my artworks on it. Yes, please.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and
maybe you can show that one also, Sarah, or give us the link or two.
I'll put the link into the chat, but I just have to get you to go off.
Okay.
Sharing the screen so
yeah.
I can.
Sure. Would you like to share it now?
Yeah, if you want to do that, then I can
Yes.
put the link, and then you can go into that link.
Okay.
And you know what is fun about that kingfisher? So it was also printed. So it was also offered as a towel. So because there are many products that you can do, that you can choose to and put your designs on. So and one of those towels was on one CF training was sold. We did an auction with it, and that's how I created my my money to go to the first 7-day event in Malaysia.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and just to let you know, so Alen is traveling to be in access classes or to facilitate access classes, and he's traveling with the wheelchair. He's moving around the world. So just to let you know, when sometimes you think that something is difficult for you, and you can think that some things are quite too much difficult, and needs a lot of effort from your part to do that. And yeah, what can you say about that, Alen, about creating your life or choosing different or choosing to move?
Exactly, choosing to move. I love that. It's really about, stop waiting, start creating. It's, what if everything is an invitation to something different, to different possibilities?
Can you say that again, please, one more time? What you say? The stop
waiting, start creating.
Whoa.
Stop waiting, start creating. And really, is it like, what is more real for you? Is it, would you be willing, are you going to create or make more real your excuses, or possibilities, and asking questions, and what can you create and what can you go for? So what about making a priority to create and be unstoppable? And you know what I really like? One of my favorite books in Access Consciousness is Beyond Utopian Ideals by Gary Douglas. And there he said, like, if you would like to have a life without limitations, you would have to commit to a life without limitations. And this sentence, I mean, I'm not sure if I quote it correctly, or at least I paraphrased it. But you can definitely find it in the book. And it was like, oh my God, yes, that's so true. And it is. It's like, okay, so, and what if every space is a space of possibilities? And you know, one of the things that I've heard from the facilitator on one of my first classes in Access in Croatia, she said, like, okay, so, you know, when somebody asked her how to use the tools, when, why, how, and then she was like, just start where you are. Start where you already are. Go from there and go. Don't let anything or anybody stop you. You know, and you know, it starts actually with you. We are the powerful enough to stop ourselves. So whether we're going to buy somebody else's point of view about, you can do this, or, you know, something like that, okay, then this is the reality that you're going to create. And I was like, always like, you know, when somebody told me that I can do something, or, you know, it's not for me, right, I'll show you. You know, it was funny at the Fine Arts Academy on the first day, like first year, everything first. So it was like a part of the program is to do drawing, like a portrait on format that is 100 in height and 70 centimeters in width, which is pretty big, 1 meter times 70. And it was like, and professor said, oh, and for you, colleague, we can create a special program for you, so you don't have to go like this. I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Yes, I understand. And the very next day, because I had the assistants there who helped me, and I said, okay, so they asked me, okay, so I have to cut your paper, right? Okay, so what do you want me to cut? And I said 100 times 70. So I did it, and I found a way how to do it. Wow. You know, and also it's like on a second year, the part of the program is to paint a big nude. And so we had to find even bigger format. And I was like, okay. And professor again, he said, you know what, you can continue to paint on this. This is enough big for you. And I was like, yeah, sure, of course. And the very next day, poof, I found my own big format. So, you know, I was like, always like that. When people would tell me like, no, you cannot do something, I was like, yeah, sure, of course, you're right.
Yeah.
And I would just do my way.
Yeah, just wait a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And you will see. Wow, that's so incredible. Yeah, and I like it. Well, you said one thing, that when you are starting something and you can start from where you are. So how is that? So I get that people many times just say, oh, I would like to have that is so beyond than what they have now. So sometimes people stops and they don't start creating because it looks like the thing I would like to have, it's so far from me, so beyond from me, and people is not starting.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a great question. So start where you are. So how about one of the first things that includes, at least for me, is be grateful for what you have already created and what you're already creating. That's one. And one of the most potent and powerful energies is the energy of gratitude. So that's number one. So, and also for me, so, okay, back then I was a student. Okay, so start where you are. Well, as a student, so what is that, like, what is my reality? So I do have to go to do exams, to do this, to do that. Okay, how much more ease can I create with that? How much fun can I have with all of this? And just these questions. So for example, if somebody is like, I don't know, a housewife, or, you know, just at home, especially, okay, now all of us are at home, you know, and go with that. How about be grateful for what you already have, what you have already created, because we create everything. So everything that is occurring in our life, we created it. So thank you for this. Thank you for me. Thank you for everything that I've chose. Thank you for everything that I've created. Thank you for everybody that are in my life contributing, like in one way or another, and go from there. Now, what else is possible? What else is possible beyond this? But if you go like, oh my God, I have to, this, what I have is not enough. This is this is that. You know, you can see that there is actually not, that's not the space of a question and possibilities. So gratitude number one, and then you go, okay, so cool. What else is possible from here? And what else would I like to create? Because we gotta acknowledge, and you gotta get that we created everything. So okay, if I created this, or whatever that is, and it didn't work so much, or I would like to have like something different, create something different, more, or whatever that is, okay, cool, thank you for all of this. Now what else is possible? And go from there. What else is possible?
Thank you for that. So guys, I don't know if you write it down, everything he said, or this important thing that he said. Be grateful for what you have.
Yes.
Be grateful for what you start now, if you are starting something. And what if it's never a bad moment to start something? And again,
Exactly.
what he said, stop waiting, start creating.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Be on hold. You know, if the world is on hold now, it doesn't mean you have to be.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
What if you don't have to stop you? What if you don't need to stop yourself?
Exactly. Beautiful. Yes.
Hey, Ellen, can you get the link? Faith, I'm trying to get the link, and my whole computer is really slow.
No worries. I'm here. So let me see.
Also, guys, if you have any question, anything you would like to ask to Alan or me, or to bring into that conversation, that's a possibility that we...
There. It's
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, thank you. So I will share
Mm-hmm.
this page. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, we will see the your gallery also, or the ones
Yeah,
that...
we're going to see different products, different like shirts, even some mugs, and different stuff inspired by my work, so my art. And
Oh, cool.
look at it. Yes, it's so fun to do this. It's so fun
Socks,
to create it.
t-shirts, and mugs,
T-shirts. Wow.
and baby wear.
Everything. There is everything.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So these are
How cool
all
is
by
that?
originals.
Wow. Loving that.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things.
Wow.
Even horses. This is one of the new ones. Like many different stuff.
The what? Sorry.
The 3 horses. This is one of the also
Oh,
new
that's
ones.
what the T-shirt. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that looks so beautiful.
Thank you.
I really like also the polar bears and the penguins. I love all that ones. Because actually they have like, the penguin ones has almost all T-shirt is has the
The
painting.
painting. Yeah, exactly. This is what is fun for me with this, with all of this, like to play with all of that, to create different designs and ideas, and much more that are coming as well. I always like.
They are so fashion too. They are fashion.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah. And also a cup. We could have a new mug or cup for the
Exactly, for a tea.
the tea. Socks too.
Yeah.
For a pillow, the main.
Yeah, exactly.
And the kingfisher, yeah, there are
Yeah.
many of the kingfisher.
Yes, there are many different designs. I mean, it looks so beautiful, each one of them.
Yeah,
I was like, God, how about this one? How about this one? How about this one? How about this one?
yeah. So here the people come by. This is the
Yes.
store. Yeah, that's so cool. So you guys, you have the link here in the chat also, if you'd like to have a look after the call, or to share it to someone that could uh, like would like to buy something, some gift for any other people, any other one, like a birthday gift.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yes. And it's really, I mean, that's really, these are all unique things. I mean, these are all like my original paintings. So,
yeah, the penguins, so cool.
so there are much more up to come.
Oh,
So yeah,
so there are more coming.
more coming. Yeah, I upload here
Yeah,
and there, like always something. So
yeah. So, and here we can find like different
categories, yes. So
categories,
yes,
but now we were seeing all of them.
exactly. This
Okay,
is the first one, all, and then you can
you
browse
can,
each one
yeah.
individually.
Ah, yeah,
As
all products. Yeah,
yeah,
that's so cool.
thank you. Thank you. Yes,
Yeah,
nature inspired. Exactly. Oh my God. I these days I enjoy to paint like animals and stuff. Hey, I could actually show you more, like some of the new ones.
yes, please show
Really
us.
new ones. So really fresh.
So you are painting a lot of animals or nature.
Well, now, like I always, for example, with creating and painting and all of this, I always go with the energy. You know, it just what pops up. You know, also I gotta say that as an artist, as a student at the Fine Arts Academy, I had some like points of views that I bought from like, oh, you know, art should be like this, art should be like that. And then when I found out about those tools, I was like, hey, wait, like first interesting point of view that I have all of these points of views. And you know, like, and you know, art doesn't have to be a struggle. Art doesn't have to be, you know, whatever it's considered in this reality, you know, like a struggling, starving artist. You know, you have to, I don't know, you know, like those stories. So I was like, okay, now I go just with, okay, today nature pops up. Okay, then I go with this. So I would share my screen now.
Wow.
Okay. So this is one of the, hopla, are we going? We go.
Yes. Because, wow, that's so beautiful. I
This
really
is
like that one.
and it's Kornati. Kornati is a group of islands in Croatia. They look kind of like this. It's beautiful and it's a natural, like a park. So, you know, you can go there, but you have to, you know, like with the ticket and stuff, it's protected by a government and UNESCO, I think, even, or let me see, what else do I have here? So some of the horses, I love them, like one of my favorite animals, horses. And
Do they
I
have
love,
some wings, that ones?
oh, it seems like, kind of like they do.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah,
like the wings
yes,
of the black one.
yes. And then
They kind of have, right? I mean, the animal don't have it, but doesn't have it, but as they how they move, how they be, the
exactly,
horses, they have this sense of freedom that also flying gives
yeah,
to us this sense of freedom, right?
yeah. And let me see, then horses again. As I said, I really love them, so
Yeah.
you've seen a couple of them. And then what else? Then this is like, it's called guppy fish, and they're so amazing. Like, look at them. Like, oh my God. Like, these fish actually exist.
Yeah.
They're amazing, so
Wow.
beautiful. So
It's so
I was
beautiful.
when I saw that, I have to paint you.
Yeah, totally.
They're amazing. And I would like to put those also on the shirts and stuff. So I'm going to create designs with them
Wow.
as well.
Yeah, all of them you showed us look so beautiful. You can do t-shirts and different things for sure with these paintings.
Like a seafaring or something like that, right? Like a fairies. They're amazing.
Oh yeah.
So wonderful. Then like this, a little bit of like minimalism.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this bird is kind of like a little bit bored or upset.
Yeah.
It's like the confinement bird, you know, like quarantine bird.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
not the birds in the nature. It
Yes.
is like the persons that are at home. Some of them like not having fun.
This is my favorite one. This is
Yeah,
like a Japanese pond.
Wow.
Yeah.
so beautiful. So there, and another painting of a horse. Actually, it's a drawing with an oil pastel. And you know, with the oil pastel, what is really
Wow.
fun, because they are very dirty, and you know, when I paint with mouth and use them like this, then after this, I'm all in color. You know, after this, I was all black around my nose and my mouth. So it's like,
Yeah,
and
you
I
get
said like, next time when I do this, I'm gonna photo myself and I'm gonna share it with people, so they'll see how I look like after this.
that would be nice
Yeah,
to see.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alan, for
Welcome.
sharing that.
You.
Has been such a beautiful expo, online
Yeah,
expo.
thank you. Thank you for this
Yeah,
possibility.
yeah, and I like it. You said that you are following the energy when you are going for creating another painting, another paint. But would you do you get like many people is connecting with the earth now in this like confinement in this quarantine time? As you said, also you are painting animals. What do you get about that, Alan? Many
Can you just repeat
people,
the first?
yeah, many people is saying that they are really enjoying the earth or enjoying the birds, singing different than normal and more. They are more connected with nature, even they are at their homes.
Exactly. This is amazing, and this is what I really like about all this situation, because it really like gets us into, it opens completely different space for different possibilities to show up. Even though if we are at home or wherever we are still connected with the earth. It doesn't have to be in a certain way. It doesn't mean that we have to go to nature to be connected with earth. I mean, actually everything here on earth is made from earth, from one way or another. You know, so even like concrete and all this stuff, these are all elements of earth. So we are with it all the time. It's mostly about our point of view that we have, that, oh, we are not connected with earth because we are not in nature. Oh, that's interesting, actually. What if that's not true? So yeah, this is like, I found it so interesting, and I like it. Like that, you know, appears in one way, like, oh no, we cannot go out, but yeah, good. So what is possible now? And you know, what if like this is like to open that space that we realize finally and get it, like, aha, yes, doesn't matter where I am or, you know, where do I live? I'm still with Earth. I am Earth. I'm with it. I'm part of it, and we
Yeah,
cook together.
yeah. Thank you for that. And when you were talking about this, I I I remember a conversation that I had with a friend of mine, and he was saying me, yeah, I don't understand why in the cities they say, oh, this is city, and then outside of the city we have natural parks, and he was like not agreeing that. He was saying, yeah, but cities are in the nature too. Okay, we
Exactly.
have a lot of concrete, but why we don't create like natural park also the city, like why we separate like earth or nature from the cities. For sure there is a lot of concrete and sometimes it's difficult to see some green, some trees, but yeah, I like that. And it's so funny this situation, yeah, as many people is kind of perceiving or receiving like the whispers of nature or something like that, because people have to
Yes.
be at home, and some of them and some of us in sometimes we can have this intensity or anxiety or whatever, but at the same time we can get this space of being, this space of peace,
Yeah.
of joy, of perceiving this quiet moment and these whispers of nature.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and you know, I also gotta say that since all this quarantine stuff, I gotta say that some like going through like every day and creating is much easier for me. Like, you know, like a lot of people are at home, so nobody's outside, and there is like that sense of more space. So I enjoy it actually a lot. I
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
anything against it.
Yeah, me too. For me it's like kind of a dream, because I was always, when during the Sundays when everything is quiet in the cities,
Mhm.
I was saying walking in the street, and sometimes even like not in the in the place, the area for the people walking, I mean walking on the road where cars
Mhm.
goes usually, and there is no cars on a Sunday
Yeah.
sometimes. And always I said, yeah, what would it take to be like that every day of the week? Like
Yeah, and now
everything
we got
quiet.
it.
And we got that now, and I'm so happy for that too. It's
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, people, it's not stressed or not
exactly.
at all.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not out.
yeah.
Suddenly things are easier.
Maybe they are stressed, but inside their homes. Yeah, thank you for that. So,
And
Alan, I would like also to ask you for you to talk a little bit more of your specialty class that you had created. You created with Access Tools.
yes,
What's the name of this class, and can you tell us a little bit more, please?
yes, absolutely. So the specialty class that I've created is called Making Money by Being Judged. Because judgments are like very funny. It's funny topic for me. And one class I talked with Dr. Dane here, the co-creator, co-founder of Access Consciousness. And then I shared some of the experience that are actually like normal for me. For example, when I go outside and I'm on a street and I'm like in front of a store or something, people come to me and see a guy in a wheelchair, they would think that I'm begging and they would give me money. Doesn't matter how I look, doesn't matter what I wear, doesn't matter of anything. They see
Wow.
guy in a wheelchair means I have to give him money. It's just like here it's cultural thing. Yeah. And it was like, and when I said that today, we laughed so much. Like
Yeah.
it was hilarious. And they
Yeah.
said, oh my God, Alan, you have to create a class from it. This is the class. And
Wow.
that's how it's created. So it's basically during this, like we explore all these possibilities, and if we are not willing to be judged, we cannot be successful. We cannot have money. Because, like for all these things, success and money and all these things, people are going to judge you like a lot, for very different reasons. And we're just during this class, we're exploring the possibilities. How can we use judgment in our advantage? And like to have fun with it and play with judgments and all these things. So it's just an energy like anything else. And it's a one-day class and an intro class. So intro for 4 hours and 1 day whole class where we explore the possibilities with judgments. And it's super funny. I enjoy, like, I facilitated this class several times, like few times online, then in Czech Republic, in Slovakia, in Romania, where else? Oh my God, I can't remember. I also have to say that I have a CRS that can't remember shit. So sometimes I just forget things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hilarious. I enjoy this. It's super fun, and it's really like judgments. Another thing with judgment, they're actually lies that people use to control us, to control you, and we use them to control ourselves, to not be an infinite being and the brilliant motherfuckers that we truly be. And everything that brought up times a gazillion.
Okay. Right, wrong with that, podcast on my source, but and beyond. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's super, super fun.
Yeah.
So whatever you do, don't come to this class.
Yeah. Are you having it now soon, online streaming or?
Well, so far there were some schedule, but I would now for April and May I'm pretty full, so we'll see with another one to schedule, and let's see.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe May or June. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll
Cool.
see. And you're gonna definitely be updated about it.
Thank you. Yeah, that class we were planning to have it in Barcelona. And I was
Yes.
telling to Alen, maybe it was in that time, like these days or some days before that we were planning to have it. The end of March.
Yeah.
We were planning to have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sarah knows. She's the brain. She knows everything.
She knows everything. Yeah.
I'm the CRS. She's the brain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
someone
good.
just asked if we can just repaste or just put the shop back up. So I just put, so everyone that's on the call, I've just put Alan's shop link back up. So
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, wow. So such an inspirational talking today, conversations. At least for me, I hope for anyone else too. Vera said in the chat that she said, inspiring being Alen. Thank you for this.
and Alan would assist to talk about the clarity night. We have a clarity night coming up. Eric he's got a call.
Yeah, please tell us.
Yes. So Clarity Night is actually today one of the topic of money. Every 2 weeks, I'm facilitating a Clarity Night on the different topics. All of them, the previous ones, are also available. Are going to be available right in the shop after. Yes. So we went through different topics. So we went to the topic of demand, the topic of apology, the topic of body, sex. Today is money. Then we're going to talk about, in one of the future ones, about engagement, then connection and communion. There's like all these things, there are like a lot of stuff in this reality that we bastardize and twisted into something that they're actually not. So with on those Clarity Night evenings, we go through all of these topics like individually every 2 weeks, and we then explore those areas, those things, those topics, and to get more clarity about and around those stuff. Also, there is a written and audio processes included, so we run a lot of processes and go through stuff, facilitate. Like they're really amazing and really dynamic. And the one is actually, yes, as I mentioned today, on the topic of money at 9. So,
and can we just throw in your How to Become Money book and your energy pools?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Got 2 more, and then
Yeah. So again, on the next week, on 16th, right, Sarah? Okay. So I told you she's the brain. So on the 16th, I'm starting the energy pools, 15 days of energy pools on the topic of money again. So the topic of money, and May. Now help me, Sarah. In May, we started the How to Become Money workbook. 10 calls. Is it May? I think it is. See, I have
Trust in Sarah.
yeah. I think, yeah. 8th of May. 8th of May is How to Become Money Workbook. One of the brilliant books and so potent and powerful book. Yeah, so wow.
I see Sarah's face, how happy she is.
And on the 2nd of May, he has an online foundation.
Oh,
yes. Yes, on the 2nd till 5th of May, I'm gonna facilitate first time the online foundation, which is something that I'm so excited about, so enthusiastic about it, and can't wait.
And the other thing that he's doing that is just amazing, I think we've got 6 meet and greets, different Zooms in different languages all over the world before the 2nd of May. So these are all different languages and one in English for people to even get to know Alen even more. So I think we've got 7 of them with all this other creation, and plus his painting, and plus his online things, online painting classes, everything else. He is just one, I won't swear, creator. Like, wow.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Unstoppable creator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Constantly rolling.
Yep, always moving.
Ritually.
Yeah. So that's something that not many people knows, or not many people has acknowledged it, or choosing it, or many of us, sometimes we are not choosing that. For sure, we have the allowance to be in any of the energies of or situations or choices, but many people sometimes don't do this choice of going beyond and creating more and growing, as you said, all the time, like continuously growing and going for further and further and more and more and more and more and beyond and beyond and beyond.
Yeah, and how to do better than that.
And the one thing I love about Alen, everything's the possibility. So anything that gets like brought up, we look at the possibility. Anything that I mention, anything in the team, anyone, like, you know, I might look at something in the media and go back to him, and it's a possibility. That's what I love. And it never stops. Never stops. So even with all this ridiculous coronavirus and people going on about that, creation has not. We've actually, I would say we've actually, all of us has gone up 200%. I think we've like really kicked in. Yeah, Marianne saying the same thing, she knows. We've kicked in like I'm getting 2,000%, and we are just flying, and not just in like just in the whole, like contributing to the whole universe and the planets and everything.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. And here, I know in the chat said, thank you. I feel very inspired now, guys. In love with Alan's art.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I hope everyone has get it, this energy and this inspiration and this sharing, this conversation that we shared and we did here, we had together. So yeah, I'm wondering what else is possible now, and what's that going to create, and yeah, what else is possible for any one of us here? What can we have and get from this energy that you showed us, and these possibilities, and what can we create?
Thank you. It was my pleasure. And thank you so much for this invitation. It was really amazing. And thank you, Sarah.
It's one of my favorite guys in the whole planet.
Yoo-hoo.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, so happy for that. Yeah, it has been a pleasure. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Ellen, and thank you everyone that is here with us. So we will have the recordings on my YouTube channel, my English YouTube channel, and yeah, what else? It's available for us now.
We put that into, because there a lot of people in Australia got back to me asking if there was going to be a recording. So if we could put that in the Facebook event page or something, where a link of your YouTube where they can actually, YouTube channel where they can actually see. Yeah.
Yes, sure. Yeah, and you will find here down in the description our Facebook page from Alen and from me, and also Access Consciousness page, and also the gallery and the art website of Alen. So yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Have fun and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Ciao,
Thank
ciao.
you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.